Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mbah, has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to continue to partner with the federal government to support the Nigerian armed forces, fallen heroes, and their families. Mbah also stressed the need to learn from the scars of division and internal conflicts inherent in the nation's history in order to build a more united and secure society, saying that peace and safety must be protected by restraint, dialogue, and shared responsibility. Mbah gave the commitment on Thursday during the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day and wreath-laying ceremony at Okpara Square, Enugu, describing January 15th of every year as a solemn day when Nigerians must pause, reflect deeply, and acknowledge the price paid by the nation's heroes so that other citizens may live in safety. As a state government, we reaffirm our commitment to supporting the armed forces and their families. This support goes beyond ceremony. It is reflected in practical care, in advocacy, and in partnership with the federal government to ensure that those who serve, and those who have served, are treated with respect and care. On this day of remembrance, we honor those families who continue to carry their memory. And we recommit ourselves to the values for which they served: unity, discipline, service, and respect for human life. The wreaths we lay today remind us of the responsibility to live as citizens worthy of the sacrifices our heroes made for us, he said. He, however, emphasized that the sacrifices of the Nigerian armed forces transcended an annual ceremony and should always be borne in the hearts of all Nigerians. When a soldier falls, the loss does not end at the battlefield. It enters homes. It settles into families. It is born in the human heart and becomes part of daily life for those left behind. Grief does not announce itself outwardly, it is carried for a lifetime by spouses, parents, brothers, sisters, and by children who grow up holding memories instead of hands. We recognize the weight you carry. We recognize the lives that were disrupted, the futures altered, the memories that require loving guardianship. Your loss is now ours to help you carry. As a society, we must not look away from that responsibility. To remember the fallen is also to care for the living. To honor the cost of human life is to ensure that families are supported with consistency and compassion, Mbah stated. Mbah stressed that, above all, peace and security are sustained by a mindset that understands the value of prevention. Our history carries the scars of division. From the Civil War of the late 1960s to later internal conflicts, we have learned, at great human cost, what happens when unity fractures and lives become casualties of discord. That history reminds us that progress is never guaranteed, and that peace and safety must be protected by restraint, dialogue, and shared responsibility, he concluded. Speaking with reporters, President, Military Widows Association of Nigeria, Enugu State Chapter, Mrs. Sarah Charles Ugwuabanyi, while commending Governor Mbah for caring for welfare of military widows and their families in the state, called for jobs and skills to further relieve them. High points of the event were the inspection of a guard of honor by Governor Mbah, as well as the laying of wreaths on the cenotaph of the unknown soldier and the release of pigeons by the governor and other dignitaries, including the Speaker of the Enugu State House of Assembly, RT. Hun. Uchenna Ugwu, as a mark of peace. Others who laid wreaths were a representative of military widows, Mrs. Fatima Umar, General Officer Commanding, 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General O. A. Federo, Commander, Nigerian Navy Ship, Madueke, Rear Admiral N. Friday, Air Officer Commanding, Ground Training Command, Nigerian Air Force Enugu, Air Vice Marshal A. G. Kahinde, Commissioner of Police, Enugu State, CP Beatrice Giwa, Director of the State Security Service, Enugu State Command, Mr. Humphrey Oikwer, Chairman, Nigerian Legion, Enugu State Chapter, Dr. Emeka Igweshi and Chairman, Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, Hermigwi Samuel Asadu. The ceremony was attended by the Deputy Governor of Enugu State, Bar. Ifeanyi Osai, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Bar. Victor Uda, and the Chairman of the Enugu State Chapter of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Algon, Hun. Okachukwu Etta, among other dignitaries.